I'm Dr. Jovita Lee, and we are back with another installment of Advance Notice. In recent weeks, we have continued to see continuous executive orders coming from the current administration around diversity, equity, and inclusion, our environment, and now our educational system and elections. Today, we want to highlight two recent orders. The first, preserving and protecting the integrity of American elections, and the improving education outcomes by empowering parents, states, and communities. The elections related order is an attempt to overhaul our electoral system as we know it, including requiring documentary proof of citizenship and requiring all ballots to be received by Election Day. As a reminder, we were recently introduced to the SAVE Act, which was placed inside of House Resolution 282. Another attempt to upend our federal elections by requiring documentary proof of citizenship to vote in federal elections. It is critical to note that requiring such documentation would create an undue cost burden, with passports costing $165 and birth certificates costing $60. In other words, a modern day poll tax. These collective attempts follow a widespread false narrative that our elections are somehow unsafe and that there is a high level of non-citizen voting occurring in our elections, even though there is no substantive data to support said claims. Two legal challenges have been filed with the U.S. District Court of the District of Columbia, one by the Campaign Legal Center and the State Democracy Defenders Fund, and the other by the DNC, Democratic Governors Association, and the Senate and House Democratic leaders. Regarding the other order pertaining to our educational system, this order calls for the dismantling of our Department of Education. North Carolina Black Alliance and Advance Carolina have both spoken to this order, as education is one of our primary commitment programs. But to reiterate, this will upend our educational system and create a dark reality for our most vulnerable students in rural and underserved communities. Already, we have seen significant cuts to staffing and rollbacks in the Office of Civil Rights, which aligns with the rollbacks we are already seeing in several other federal agencies following the executive order around diversity, equity, and inclusion. Legal challenges against this particular order are already gearing up from organizations such as Democracy Forward, and several elected leaders as well as the education community have spoken out against this en masse. Both of these orders are blatant power grabs and attempts to upend what we know as our electoral system and our educational system, and our organization stands strongly against them. For more information regarding these orders, as well as the many others, please see the resources listed below or check out previous episodes of Advance Notice. Be sure that you are following us on social media at Advance Carolina on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with all of our episodes and updates. Lastly, on April 29th, our policy network, the North Carolina Black and Brown Policy Network, will be hosting their Advocacy Day. Registration is live, and you can find the flyer and link to register on our Advance Carolina and Network Instagram. The network Instagram is at BBP Network. That's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.